Morning, everybody. It is a bright and early day. Father's Day 2025, June 15th. About 7 a.m. here. Here's little Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. And there's Minnie. It's Water Day, part one, so I thought I'd do a walk around and show everybody what we have. Each tree that we show you, we will do a video. There's Ghost Boy. Hi, Ghost. We'll do a full video on in the future. All right, so without further ado, we will start in my tropical zone. Which is back here. So first we have a sapodilla, or brown sugar fruit. Right here, this was planted last year as a 7-gallon, putting out some really good new growth. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll probably just tell you what it is, how old it is. This is a Jamaican cherry, and this is just about a year old. This was real tiny when we planted it in the ground. I'm standing on about 1.5 feet of mulch. So this thing is about 7.5 feet tall now. Next we have a double Mahoy banana. So these bananas will shoot off 2 flowers out of 1 stalk. Pretty interesting. Here we have a cherimoya. This is a bay cherimoya with a seedling to a cherimoya we ate. I do not know the cultivar. Next to that is a black sapote. This flowered for the first time this year. We did not hold any fruit, but still a beautiful tree. This is an ice cream banana. It was planted just about 2 months ago. Here we have a Rollinia. This was planted 3 weeks ago. This is from Florida. Beautiful new growth on it. Lovely. This is a Suriname cherry. This was planted last winter. This is a Redlands white sapote. This was planted last winter. This is an Abiu yellow star apple. We got ourselves a leaf cutter working, but these guys grow real fast. I planted this earlier this summer. The top is growing really fast. The bottom got a little skinny trunk on it. That's all right. This hole right here is a Mame sapote. It is a seed from a magania. Here we have a tropical white guava, planted last winter. This is a Gross Michael banana. This was overwintered, as was the other banana and the Jamaican cherry. They were little starters. We overwintered them, and This guy has a pup on him right there. This is a sandhole tree. Really nice looking tree. Gigantic leaves on it. Here's one. We did a video on these. These are papayas. Gotta get some water on them there. Start to wilt a bit, but there's about 12 of them in there, and we only want the strong to survive. Last tree, second to last tree in this area. This is an amla, Indian gooseberry. Beautiful flowers or leaves on it. Here we have an Arizona sweet orange. Moving along back to our pool area. This first one here is a guamchill or pink tamarind. This was just planted this year. This is really all new growth. We gotta get it pruned up here a bit. Next, we have a black mission fig. This has been on the ground a few years. 3 this year to be exact. Beautiful big leaves. Got plenty of fruit on it. This is the summer crop. We got 6 Breva or winter crops. We'll talk more about that when we do a video on figs. This is a nectarine, Desert Delight. It is the same age as the fig tree there. Here's a dwarf Cavendish banana. He's got a pup. Actually, he's got 2. There's one in the back there now. This guy here is a jamun, Java plum. Next to our nectarine, which is actually as big as it is for a reason, to shade this guy. This is a loquat. It's a seedling. We're hoping for some flowers and fruit next year. I think it could happen. This is a starfruit. Take a little beating for the sun. I can probably water this thing every day and it would be happy. I might have to start doing that, especially with as hot as it is. So up there, a little bit of a beating down here. Leaves looking great. This is a Mame Sapote. This is a Key West. And this was just planted this year. Actually, all of this growth here came out after I planted it. Probably got to give it some chelated iron. We'll see. We're giving this one full sun, even though we were recommended to not give it full sun, but it's doing all right. Still pushing out new growth. Moving on, we have a Groomy Chama. This was just planted this year, and this is consistently growing. Looking great. This is a Capulan cherry, or a Mexican cherry. It flowered this year. Did not hold any fruit, but the first year in the ground. In this little area is a seed of a Key West Mame sapote. Here we have a Longnan. This flowered for the first time this year. Did not hold any fruit. This here is a star apple, a purple star apple. Beautiful leaves. I love the undersides of these. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but they're like golden. Here is a star cherry. This flowered this year for the first time, but did not hold any fruit. This is a thornless Mexican key lime. This gives us fruit year-round. A dwarf ambarella or a June plum with 4 fruit on it. Here's a red lady papaya, a double. This should start fruiting here pretty quick. I'd say within the next month or so we'll see some flowers. Here we have a Royal Blenheim apricot. Got fruit off this both years. Next to it, this is an Eversweet pomegranate. The Eversweet variety are the ones, the seeds are gelatinous, and I believe we have a fruit on here. I always forget where it's at. There it is. Here's a little guy. That's our first fruit on this tree. Behind it, this is a Shangri-La mulberry. This was just planted maybe a month and a half ago. I love the size of these leaves. Beautiful. This is a guava berry. This was planted a few months ago. This has grown real well. Putting off all these shoots. This is an Erlen Grande peach. This was just planted last year, about a year ago. And it gave us 10 delicious fruit this year. Here we have a tropical pink guava. And this is loaded up with fruit. Got fruit all over the place on this thing. This gave us fruit last year. I got a little worried because I saw some of the leaves on the inside, but it's leaf cycling, and all tropical trees do it. This is a falsa, or a sherbet berry. Comes from India. This thing is loaded with fruit. This loves the heat. Absolutely loves it. Still flowering too. This is a Lee jujube loaded with fruit. And I have to prune this next year because it's hanging over my pool. So quick little caveat on this. So this was the main trunk. And I left this, and then these two grew out of it. So we'll probably cut this off this year, and we'll see what that does. But this thing, if it were to stand up, is about 10 feet tall. Got a branch hanging over into the orange there. Branch hanging over there. So this tree is like an orange, as it puts so much fruit out, and a lot of it won't make it, but a lot does. Beautiful. This is a moringa. This is a parent plant to a few of these here. We have a sugar apple. Peanut butter. I'd give this some water. This is a red jamanacaba. That right there is a wax jambu. And this is a soursop. Continuing on here to the back side. I'm actually going to go grab the hose. So let's go from, well, here, because this is where I'll start. This is a black everbearing mulberry. This was just a little whip when I planted it last year. We have here a tangerine. This is a mandarin. This is either a snow or a Babcock peach seedling. I don't know which. This is this one and that one. Those are both navel oranges. Here we have a pineapple guava that I think I'm going to allow to be a multiple trunked one, because I think they look really cool. This is my passion fruit plant, vine, if you will. It is absolutely gorgeous and long and loaded with passion fruits. Don't see any at the moment. They're all in there. Here's one. Here's a little guy. There's another one. This is an Anna apple. It's a desert variety. They're getting close. We got a little red flush on some of them. They could be harvested within the next week or so. Next to it is a desert gold peach, and we've just gotten a harvest off of this. This is giving us fruit every year, as is the apple. The apple's been here. The apple is the oldest, the oldest tree that I planted. All these citrus were here when I bought the property, but I planted this one right after I bought it. And there's another tropical fruit tree that I planted that is just as old, and it's the Barbados cherry. So here's another Frederick purple passion fruit, and we got a little guy on there. Moving along, we've got ice cream bananas. And we've got 3 of them that are fruiting. There's one there. This is the youngest one. That first one was the oldest, and then this is the middle child, if you will. Another ice cream banana. As we make our way back here next to the tangerine. This is a wonderful pomegranate. And this one has a really nice fruit on it right there. This is the first time this is fruited. This was planted last year. We have a Lisbon lemon. Continuing on here, we did a video on this last week. This is my ice cream bean. Getting its weekly water. Next to it is a Barbados cherry. Absolutely loaded this year with fruit. And I figured something out about this tree where I live, how to get it to fruit consistently. It's all about water. Consistent water. Next to it, we have a Santa Rosa plum. Been in the ground. This is the second year. This is, well, wait, hold on. This is the, yeah, third summer, because we planted it in 2023. So summer 23, summer 24. This is the third summer. We've gotten fruit off of it twice. I cut it way back this year, so we've only got a few fruit on here. There's one. Here's a really nice one back here. Right there. There's a good one in the middle there. Tough to see. There he is. This tree is a Kiefer pear. This is just as old as this tree. And this year we've actually got fruit. We had fruit last year and they fell off during a monsoon. So we're looking forward to our first pear harvest. This is a, not a fruit tree, but this is a red Mexican bird of paradise. And this is what I used last year to shade our avocado. We cut it way back this year. So that's why we have the shade cloth up. But this is a great tool to keep an area over here cooler in the summer. Especially right now, we're supposed to be 108 today, I think. This is a Lee Jujube. I just planted this tree a few months ago. We got another one because we love the fruit. Back here is a bacon avocado. Now this tree was a little bit taller. I'd say probably about like this. When I planted it, a bird pecked at it and broke the top stem. So this thing has been consistently putting out new growth. We're under 70% shade fabric. It's doing great. This is the last summer that this is going to have shade fabric. We're going to take shade fabric off. Like I said, last year we were blocked by this and our grapes. But next year is summer number 3, and it should be old enough. Sorry about that, just gave myself a splinter. It should be old enough and rooted in the ground to take our summers, no problem. And last in my backyard are grapes. These guys have really gotten overgrown. But there are quite a bit. We got some leaf hoppers that are annoying, but we got quite a bit of fruit on them. We got some neem oil coming today. We're going to take care of all these guys. These inner leaves are yellow like this because of how I've got it growing right now. It's part the leaf hopper, but it's also, they're not getting as much sun as they could. And this is all from the leaf hopper. Okay, guys, and then finally we will finish up with our front yard. This is a nectar plum, a spicy nectar plum, flowering for the first time this year. No fruit yet, but we're excited for next year. This is growing really well. Right here we have a Desert King fig tree. It's been in the ground a couple of years. It's given us fruit for the first time this year. We're excited about it. Looking really good. This is a sweetheart lychee, and I planted this a few months ago, and it is finally starting to put out some new growth. They are slow growers because we have to keep them partially shaded. We can't give them full sun. They will more than likely burn up, especially here in Arizona. Next to it, this is an achacha, or achachairu, Bolivian mangosteen. This thing does really well in Arizona. And we've got quite a bit of new growth on this. I planted this in February, and this was about the top right here. And we've got quite a bit of new growth. The trunk is starting to bark up. We're full bark on the bottom, and it's working its way up. Beautiful leaves. That's some new growth. We're looking forward to this fruit and possibly next year. Next we have a moringa, and this has been in the ground for 2 years. These trees are beautiful. Gorgeous white flowers. The carpenter bees love this. Gives us these seed pods. So if you eat them, you can eat these. If you eat them right like this, they taste like onions, green onions. If you eat them when they're a little bit bigger, like this guy, you peel this with a carrot peeler, and they taste like asparagus. And the last tropical, subtropical fruit tree that we have is this mango. And this has been in the ground for 1 year. This tree is a seedling to a Gaylor mango from Egypt. So we're gonna name this and give it a name. It's probably gonna be a Mick mango. Until we taste it. We'll taste it and figure out what to name it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was quite long. I just wanted to take you on a tour and show you everything that we have. And we are going to add a few more trees. I'm thinking about getting a rose apple, and that's going to go somewhere right in here. It'll grow up nicely into the sky. There's a possibility I'll be taking that moringa out at some point and putting maybe a bigger mango in there. This tree, even though it's beautiful for shade, it's really here for these two, the lychee and the achacha, to shade them. But anyway, guys, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have a question or comment, let me know. And until next time, from Chateau de Muff. This, by the way, is a desert willow flower. I'm Bob the Green Man. Have a great day.